In this video, we're going to be solving an equation that has two steps to it. So if we look at our variable x, you will see in each of these examples that there are two sums, two operations that are with it, two numbers, if you will, that are both doing different sums to our x in order to change it, basically. So first thing you have to do is identify which of these sums happens first, and therefore which sum happens second. So if we knew what x was, the first thing that would happen to it is it would be multiplied by 3 in order to end up with 3x. After that, you would then add 7 on the end, and that's how you would express what's in the box there. You would be multiplying by 3 first, and then adding 7, following BIDMAS or BODMAS rules. Now, when you're solving an equation, you're trying to go back the way. You're trying to get rid of those sums, those operations that are with your x, in order to get x on its own. So the first one that you need to get rid of here is actually the plus 7, because it happened after the multiple by 3. Okay? Kind of think of it as working back. Another way of looking at it is that whatever sums are furthest away from your x, they're pretty much the ones you need to get rid of first. So here, we need to get rid of a plus 7, which means we need to take away 7 from both sides. So that's the first step I'm going to take here. We will be left with 3x on the left-hand side, and the right-hand side will become 24. Then we need to get rid of this multiplying by 3, so we divide both sides by 3. That will then have x on its own, and our answer, our solution, is 8. And the second one, two sums that are with x, we have a multiply by 5, and we have a take away 9. Take away 9 happens afterwards, therefore that's the thing that we need to get rid of first. So we add 9, doing the opposite in order to make that happen. Add 9 as well to the left-hand side, of course, to keep the equal sign. Get a 5x left over on the left-hand side and a 55 on the right. And then in order to get rid of that multiplying by 5, we're going to divide both sides here by 5, leaving us with a single x on the left and 11 on the right for that solution. The next one, even though 10 and 6x are written the other way around this time, it's still same situation as before, or one that looks like this, where that multiplying by 6 is the value that's closest to our x, the first thing that happened to it, and then you've got this plus 10 afterwards. So we need to get rid of that plus 10, first of all, by subtracting 10. I'm going to do it on both sides as always. I'm going to be left with 6x on the left and 42 on the right. Then to get rid of that multiply by 6, we're going to divide both sides by 6, leaving us with x on the left and 7 on the right. Next, our x's are on the right-hand side here, but nothing changes in terms of our approach. We're just trying to get rid of the sums that are with the x. That times 4 happened first, and the plus 3 happened second. So the plus 3 is the thing that we need to get rid of first, so we subtract 3 from both sides. We'll be left with 12 on the left and 4x on the right. And then to get rid of that 4, we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. Get rid of that multiply by 4 even. And that will leave us with 3 equals x, which is the same as x equals 3. You don't have to write it in any particular order. Next one, we have a multiply by 9 and a take away 12. The take away 12 is the first one that's got to go because it's furthest away from the letter. Add 12 to both sides, that'll make that happen. 33 plus 12 will give us 45 on the left. We'll be left with 9x on the right. And then we divide both sides by 9 to get rid of that multiple of 9. You will have 5 equals x. And lastly, 30 equals 18 plus 2x. This 18 plus 2x is the same as 2x plus 18. So you've still got that multiple of 2 followed by an adding of something, or taken away, but in this case it's plus 18. So we've got to take away 18 from both sides to start with. If we do that, we'll be left with 2x on the right. And we will have, I'll just go with purple. You'll have 12 on the left. Then in order to get rid of that multiplying by 2, I'm going to have to divide both sides by 2. And that will give me 6 equals x. Done.